Hello everybody and welcome to the channel and welcome to the Planet Crafter. Today we are going to do a playthrough of the game. I'm going to play from the start and build up and run through the game. Okay, we're going to start with a standard playthrough and let's jump in.
Emergency. Correct your trajectory. Imminent impact. Imminent impact.
Okay, welcome to the world. Alright, so what we're going to do is once you land, you go over to the little envelope and we are going to see what our objective is. And our objective is to reach 175,000 Ti and create a blue atmosphere. So throughout the game, you'll find there are a bunch of these. They tell you some more lore and as well as other items inside the game. Okay, so once we step out, you'll notice there is these tons of little resources. That's what we're going to start picking up. So we're going to start picking up these items and we're going to start completing our objectives, our first steps. So we're going to craft a backpack, equip it, and we're going to craft an oxygen tank and equip it. And then after that, we'll build our microchip so we can start constructing our base. We'll start picking up anything that's around, mostly picking up iron because that's very useful in the beginnings. And grab some more iron. I need to run back to our dropship because you will start running out of oxygen and you need that to stay alive. And once we get back inside, we'll see if we can build any of our first step items. And let's see, we can build our backpack and we will equip, and that will increase our size of our inventory, which is very helpful in the beginning of the game. And we just need some cobalt to construct our oxygen tank. And cobalt is very easy to find. There's these blue rocks here. There's a ton of it. As you notice that the sky has changed, what happens is that you'll start getting meteor showers that will crash down on the planet, and you'll be able to retrieve some more rarer resources, but every once in a while it's usually just whatever's around. But it's very interesting, but just watch out not to get hit by it because it will knock you out. Okay, let's equip our oxygen tank. So now we'll have a little more survivability out there. Our next step is to build the microchip. Let's see what the resources are. Silica and magnesium. Skillet right there. And let's grab our magnesium. It's these little rocks here. Grab another one. And then we'll just run back and we'll build the microchip so we can start expanding out a little bit more. And build that. And don't forget to equip it. And let's grab some materials on the go. We'll grab some cobalt, some magnesium. We'll grab some... You don't need to grab this yet. Ice. You'll need ice for making water and oxygen a little bit later, but we don't need that yet. Okay, we just have to be careful because there is now a meteor shower, and we do not want to get hit. Whoa, that was pretty close. Grab some more iron, and what do we got? Grab some more magnesium. And what we're going to do is we're going to find a spot where we can build a little secondary living compartment that will allow us to reach out a little further into the world so we can get a little further and continue to explore. So I'm going to run up over here onto that hill right by the cliff, and I'm going to make a living compartment there. Easiest spot. Make our way up to the top and build it real quick before we run out of oxygen. We'll just keep it like that for now. Oh, need titanium. Uh-oh. underestimated that. All right, here we go again. Okay, just gonna grab some iron, and we're gonna need some titanium so we can build the door. Yeah, that's what happens. I thought I had enough time. I thought I had titanium on me. I did not. And that's what happens. You basically start out and where you were. You drop a little bit of your materials that you had on you. It'll drop as a blue box. You'll be able to retrieve it. Right now in the early game, it's not too bad. You don't have too much trouble grabbing your items that you drop. And that's all we needed. Okay, so now we're safe in here. We get our O2 back. And let's see what we have. Okay, we got some general material there. So our next step is to build a drill, but we will need to build turbines, wind turbines first. Let's grab our box. See, just basically it drops some of the extra stuff you had on it. Just go back, pick it up, and you're good to go. All right, let's grab some extra air. So we're gonna build a couple of wind turbines. You'll be building a lot of these in the beginning portion of the game. This will provide your base with easy, quick power. It's very cheap to build. 1 iron. Find iron anywhere. And then our next step is going to be a drill. And let's hop in here, take a look. What we need is iron and titanium. We have that. So what you'll do is you'll start building these items, these machines. That drill will help start adding pressure. And then you have the heater that'll start heating up the planet. And then you have a veggie tube that helps start generating O2. These are the very beginning pieces that you'll use to start terraforming the planet. And the more you have, the faster it'll go. And then you'll have multipliers. But once we start getting into the game, we'll get into what each machine does and the best way to deploy them. Each machine uses a certain amount of power. We don't have that yet. It'll be a screen. And we need to build a crafting station here. So let's grab some silica. And grab that there. All right, let's run back up. We'll build our little crafting station so we don't have to run back down there in the drop pod. It's all the way over there. And we can just build whatever we have now. So the next thing I want to build is the exoskeleton. That'll help us increase the equipment that we're carrying. It'll allow us to carry more items and equipment. So we can add the torch, which is the flashlight, and the deconstructor, which once you start building a small base, if you want to relocate it, you can move it anywhere, but you just have to make sure you have the space to carry it with. So what we'll need is what I forgot what we needed. Titanium and silica. Okay. So titanium is right there. It looks like a cluster of rocks. And silica is right next to it. Alright, let's run up and build that real fast. And as you can see, our terraforming index has already started to go up a tiny bit. That is done. Make sure to equip it, and it doubles our space for equipment. So we're going to start having to worry about our resources now. I'm going to need to start making water and our health because we did get hit by a meteorite. So ice is what you want to pick up to make your water. And if you need oxygen, if you want to do a further expedition, you want to pick up some cobalt, which you can make inside the fabricator. Run back. And we're going to make a couple of water bottles. And we'll just make 1 oxygen. Just so we have it. Okay, we're good with water. And we are now going to pick up some more resources. Some iron. And some silica. And then we're going to have to make a run over to find iridium, which we need to make the heater with. Pick up some ice and some cobalt. And I want to make a storage chest. Oh, our inventory is full. So we'll need a storage chest in here. just so we have more storage spread out. Very easy, very cheap to build. 1 iron. We'll put the ice in there because we don't really need the ice. And we'll keep that on us. And we'll just put everything else in there. Take our oxygen back, sort, and grab some more iron. And I'll build another chest in there. Okay, so now what we need to do is what we're gonna need to build the heater. So now we're gonna go over to a cave to go get iridium. I think we're good with the oxygen. It's not too far. What we could do is we could pick up some iron and some silica on the way, and we could build another little living compartment, or a little stop, a little shelter close to the cave, and we'll have some shelter. We'll be able to recharge our oxygen, so we don't have to run all the way back, and we'll just need some titanium. And we should be set. Let's run on over. There's some titanium right there. Make sure we're dodging the meteors. Okay, we are almost there. I might just stop right here and build our little shelter right here because we are almost out of oxygen. But as I just remembered, we did have an oxygen tank, so let's use that. We're all set with oxygen. And once we round this corner, we should be up to the cave. And you'll notice the cave because it has the sandfall right here. And this is one of the first big landmarks that you'll have in this game. Alright, we'll build our little shelter here. Didn't pick up titanium, which I thought I had. Some right here. Okay. Build our doorway. And hop on in. I will build another storage crate. So we have it. And let's go inside and see what we could pick up inside here. So here we have the iridium, which you'll notice it's a nice shiny red rock. We'll need this to build our heaters. And plenty around. We just need to look for it. And there's some aluminum in here too. That's the first time we're running into here that you'll find aluminum. It's always good to grab new resources as you see them. So if you see something new on the ground, just grab it. If you have, common resources in your inventory, drop it, like iron or ice or cobalt, because you can always find that elsewhere outside in the world. It's always be opportunistic, because aluminum in the early game is a little more rarer to pick up than it is in the late game. But right now, whatever you find, pick up, because it will be helpful with upgrading your base to the next level or to the next tier when it comes to building your heaters and your veggie tubes. So, again, if you see something new on the ground, just grab it. And we got to get back to our little base before we run out of oxygen again. Almost. Oh, we did not make it. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, okay, we're right outside. Oh, we were right there. So close. Not close enough. Okay. That was silly. So dump the ice in there. What do we need? Yeah, we're good. We can bring this back. So we're going to bring this back to our first little crafting spot. And then we'll see what else we can do. Okay, as you're walking around, you'll run into more blue chests. Some of them have, very interesting stuff in them. This one actually has food in them. What you'll notice here, this bar is starting to go down. That's your food meter. You will need to eat throughout the game. And this is super alloy. That's one of the rare items. Like I said, if you find anything new, pick it up because you'll probably need it later in the game. Let's hurry up and run back to a shelter because we are again almost out of oxygen. And that's one of the big pushes in the beginning of the game is trying to manage your oxygen without dying. Oh boy. And we are going to pass out again. Sometimes I push a little too much. That was a little too far. Okay. Yes, we have to go back through that again. I think it was a little too far out from where we started. I will just run to our drop chest and then we'll go straight back to where we started. We are back in our living compartment. Let's see. So the next best thing would be to build a second oxygen tank. That's the tier 2. So because we were having a little bit of trouble trying to manage our oxygen, that would probably be the next best thing to build. Let's hang out without the base upgrade. Find some titanium. And there's some right there. Perfect. And let's run back up. I should have brought extra oxygen canisters with me, but I did not. Always wanting more inventory space. Wasn't thinking. Okay. So now we are up to 200. That's going to give us a lot more time out there. Okay. So our next step now is to build a heater. We don't need that stuff yet. Okay. Here we need iron and silica. So we got some silica, some iron, and let's build one. As you see, we're slowly... That's right. We need to build this inside. Some of these generators need to be built inside of the living compartment. So I'm going to need some more iron and titanium. 2 chunks of iron. I need 1 piece of titanium. And titanium sometimes is hard to find. But I haven't checked my water. Let's get some water. Okay. And there's some titanium over there. So we'll grab that. I only have space for 1. Right now we only need 1. And we're going to build an extension on this. Again, it's not too pretty, but it's to start. You can drop a structure on the bottom of it so it doesn't look like it's floating. And we're going to need iron. And we'll build our first heater. Okay. So this will tell you how much heat it produces and how much energy it uses. So obviously, to see how much energy it is, so one of these will roughly cover 1 heater. And then you'll have a little bit left. And then the drill itself, I forget what that pulls, 1 or half a kilowatt. So you could put two drills and 1 heater. But again, wind turbines are very simple to build. It's 1 iron. Iron is all over the place. The next thing we should build is a veggie tube. And there we'll start producing oxygen on the planet. And these will be built inside as well. Keep 1 side for heaters and 1 side for veggie tubes. And here you'll put in seeds. Since we haven't found any yet, there's nothing to put in there. But we have it built. And let's dump everything else in here. And we're going to need some iron. I'm going to build 2 more wind turbines. We grabbed our iron. 2 iron. Grab a couple other things while I'm out here. Let's see what's in this chest. And we got a good chunk of stuff. We got water, we got food, we got a bunch of basic resources. Let's build a deconstructor because we can destruct those boxes and they will give you basic resources. They give you iron when you deconstruct it, and it becomes, becomes useful to also say that I picked that up. So you're not running back, says, oh, did I grab that chest? You could just basically deconstruct it, and from then on, you'll know that you've known that you've picked through it. Okay, let's see what we need for the deconstructor. Okay, we got it. Build it, equip it, and what else do we got? The torch, 2 magnesium. Let's see if we got the magnesium. Yes. Build that, equip it, and we're set. Move that over, do a quick sort, and sort. All right. So now let's see what we're going to do next. So we got the screens to craft for terraforming blueprints. We should probably build another 2 more compartments onto our little base we have up there, just so we have a little more space to work with. As you see, we're working our way up towards, which is a crashed ship. And once we get a foothold, then we can work our way up to the ship and see what's up there. Work our way back over to the base. And here comes another meteor shower. They have been very frequent this run. In my past playthroughs, I have never had that many come all at once. Okay, so we got 2 more, double the size of our workspace. And our screens are next. And they'll give you your terraforming info. So we can build this right here. And we now out of power. Let's build 2 more. Should keep us good. So this will tell us a breakdown of our terraforming index of how much pressure, oxygen, and heat we're creating. And again, because we haven't found any seeds, we are not producing any oxygen, which is okay. So we need some iron for the next pieces. And let's run out and grab some iron. And iron is everywhere. Grab some more. Here's some more. I'm just going to try to grab as much as I can. Silica. Okay, so more iron, some magnesium, just because, some more iron. I would run into the rubble of the meteors, but there's plenty of stuff laying around here. I don't need to run over there. Sometimes you'll find some other more exotic minerals, but there's no need to run to it right now. We're good with what's laying on the ground. Let's see what's also in this box. I think it's empty. Yes, it's empty. See, that's why we got to deconstruct it so we don't run over to it and say, oh, did I look into this? But we did. So let's run back up, and we're going to build our other 2 screens. And as you'll notice, you have new blueprints that become available. And as you hit certain levels of your terraforming index, you'll get new blueprints. We don't have that screen yet, but once I construct it, you can see what starts to unlock. Just so everything's nice and neat, you can make a little desk, and then you can throw the screens on top. And the energy. So here, as you progress through your terraforming, more pieces unlock. So we just unlocked the backpack, which is full terraforming, but then you'll have unlocks at oxygen, you'll have unlocks at heat, and you'll have unlocks at pressure. Because we started pressure first with the drill, we unlocked the oxygen tank, and with heat, the tier 2 veggie tube will open up, and the indoor ladder, and the heater, so on and so forth. And as these are big milestones, they'll help you manage your base and your resources a lot better, and slowly terraform the planet, and unlock more and more things. We can take a look at our power breakdown, how much we're producing and how much we're using, and what we have left available. Okay, so this is a good little starting base. We have all the basics that we need right now. We have the ability to make our food, which we can do right here. Our oxygen, water. We don't have food yet. We still have to find a source of food. But as we've been walking around, and there's definitely our next project would be to running up into the crashed chip over there, and there's bound to be some more interesting stuff up in there. But I believe right now we are good until the next time. So again, everybody, thanks again for watching and liking, and I'll see you in the next video.